Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. There is no doubt that we are what we search. We already are it. But as from the beginning of our birth, as we have been identified with what appears, we make a long way to be struck by this simple sentence. Don't search, you already are it. So it is the identification, the wrong interpretation, understandings that makes the way. And what is identification? It is a belief. You believe in concepts, in ideas about oneself. And there is no belief if there is no I. I have this belief, so the I is included in the belief. And that's why it is so massive to hear. You are always busy in the same realm of beliefs, of appearances, of experiences, let it be with bites or pleasures. But we speak of something else. We speak about the source of I. I am someone. Otherwise, there is no problem with I if you don't add any belief or quality. So that makes the way. The way is part of, is the search, and it is only due to beliefs. That's how, when the wise speak of or indicate what is, there is, they say no way, there is no way. Of course, it's a big blow because in this life, with this body-mind, we only know directions, movements, counter-directions, counter-movements. And Satsang indicates the essence of all. The background. Ramana Maharishi spoke of the screen of the movie, which is the same that to say that it's impossible to define. So they are all indications, not stopping at any image, not landing at any experience. That's the indication. Even landing and no landing is due to beliefs. So at some point we have to say, see, I just have to keep quiet. Because the mind is so tricky, you remember. I speak like this because for some reason I remember Winning, this patriarch, long ago. Zen patriarch or Chan, I don't know. I may make the story a bit not correct, but it's still correct. I don't remember if somebody knows better than me. Wang Po was the master of Huineng or the contrary? Enfin, whatever. So we go with my story. So Wang Po, the master of Huineng, his disciple, passed by, and very early morning he saw Huineng on the roof cleaning tiles. He said, "What are you doing?" "I'm cleaning tiles. They have to be transparent. They have to be perfect. That's what you tell me. We have to be empty. Oh, my dear, there is no tiles. There is no tiles. What are you seeing? You still give credit to what appears. You have nothing to do. You are already that. If you do anything, if you hear me with the mind, you will undo, and you don't solve anything, because there is still somebody doing and then now is not doing. Just know that whatever appears is because of the root I, someone. So know that this I is a thought, I thought, and you have not to clean it. You just have to know it's a thought. And this thought is particular because it took shape of a body and a mind, and it created this full personal life. But still you have to know. And you know what? Finally Huineng kept quiet. He nearly fell from the roof, but if we want something else, like to be better or to have an ideal as a human being, all this makes sense. But that's another search. It's a search based on I am born, what do I do with my life? I want to attain that. Here it is a metaphysical search. Am I born? What is my face before birth? You see, it's very different. And I don't give any more value to one or to another. I give value so that you know what you want to achieve, what you want to realize. Then go for it. I would not speak as I speak if it was to transform your personality. If I speak no way, it's just to again and again try to indicate you have not to do anything, but for that you have to live the belief, I am someone. And the belief I am someone will still reappear till your last breath. So it's really not to rely on the appearance, just to know. Et voilà. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So something happened to me physically, and I feel quite stuck in the pain or discomfort sensations, and I don't know what to do with this, because it's really grabbing right now somehow, the attention.
Yeah, but okay, if you have pain in the body, you cannot deny and say, "Oh, I have no pain. I'm that." You have pain in the body, but you know it's in the body. You know it's the body. Okay, so now there. I don't know. I cannot guess the continuity of it, nor you. But I think there is something maybe not clear. To know oneself will not solve the problems which arise in the body mind, so it means in the life. So, not to be, you will be in trouble. Who is not in trouble if he has pain? But, or you are in trouble and you speak like you speak, I'm stuck, I would like not to be in trouble, which is all human and natural. Or you come to Satsang, and then at some point you can ask, but what is troubling me so much? Where is it? And you say it's in the body. So you can give yourself a moment of being, I had the word, detached from what looks absolutely essential to you. A moment where you are not there. Then of course the mind, the body will come back. But you see, it makes a difference. I cannot describe it because I'm not those who say from there you don't suffer and all that. No. But there is a difference. You see how much the samsara is dual and there is no escape. And but the deep anxiety of the search is gone. Because you see, with this question and unsolved search, it adds anxiety. A deep anxiety is there, which is not even attached to your problem. It is attached to the belief, I will disappear, all those things, which makes one fearful in this world. What to say?
Just being here, it makes a big difference.
That's what I say, just being here, that's what I try to say. Give yourself a moment, here and there, you see. You are always here, but give yourself a moment of that it's alive. It's alive, not only, oh yeah, I know, I'm that, I'm not the body and the mind. This is the mind which learns, but in the end it's one information more, it doesn't help. So and also you have to know that a few sufferings of whatever kind, when they are fed, when you don't leave them all the time, when you are all the time with them, they perpetuate more also. So. And take care.
I just want to say that there's this belief coming that it's preventing me from
No,
just
there is no excuse. You may invent that then to prevent. No. If you see in the stories of the past, so stories which are in the books, there was not a special condition repeated that you can say, oh, because this condition is there, you finally don't search anymore. I mean, there is no special conditions, because those who are in the cave, who meditate a lot, they are not necessarily free. And those who are always busy, of course, they are not necessarily free. We don't know. If we knew the trick, I think Buddha would have said it. No? I mean, it's because there is no trick, because we are it already. So we have to hear it again and again, and trusting also it. I give a condition, but what to do. You see, one will always speak the way he learned, so it doesn't mean it would be the same for somebody else. One thing still, I think, is if the mind is still strong, so means you can't help but you search, not to add any concept in the mind is surely better, infinitely better than to add concepts. So in that way, there is a path to the mind recommended, not this, not that. I am not what I experience, I'm not what I believe. This kind of sweeping. So that the attachment to the mind is maybe compromised. But these are not absolute laws. Because there is a danger also, you can spend many more years doing that, sweeping, and you have delayed the moment where you were not doing anything. So, I cannot help you. But my dear, I can say that your essence is exactly the same as mine. That's all I can. Which is a funny way to speak. Again. Okay, I close my mouth. No, it's a big mystery. Even today, actually, I don't know what happened to me, which can make me quiet about my mental passion for this subject. And, well, I'm not quite, I'm still speaking about it, but I'm quiet because I don't try to know something new. We don't know. Because it's always the same. Because it's not in the world of happenings. So, when you leave the expectations of someone behind, this, they give this example. If you are in the jungle and you are in front of a tiger, you forget all about, I am in a jungle, I'm this and that, I am myself, you just, so there is no mind there. There is absolutely no corner the mind stayed. But nobody tried to go in a jungle to to meet a tiger. Okay. So we can still say it's not in the mind that you will solve that problem. And it is in the mind and in the body you may solve your problems in the life. With the light of some wisdom that always helps. But about what you are, it produces the mind. It makes it disappear. So it's not caught by the mind. So how the mind can know a method? He doesn't know. He pretends to know. I would like to say a few things, but then it's indicating that the mind should do in a certain way, and I am also not happy with that. But still, I may say, for example, I think one has not to compromise with himself. If he is in that search of, I want to know myself, not as a person. Is there any reality? Is there any God? Is there anything? What do they mean by I am that? Once this is clear that this is what you search, then you have to be not compromising. For example, I will give a stupid example, but still it shows. We were in the nature with Papaji. He loved the nature, me too. We sat because there was a wonderful sunset. It was quiet. And I had unhappy enthusiasm to tell him, oh, what a beautiful sunset, such a banal thing. But he said, not even that. Don't go there. You see, uncompromising. But it didn't make me free. It made just me see that the mind loves to rest and especially to enjoy. And that's why you see people love the nature, nothing wrong. They are very intuitively very right. The human beings generally heal a lot in nature and they are happy in nature, and of course. But here Papaji wanted to show me that I may think it's a moment of truth more than the other moments. No, it was just an appearance that way. One cannot trust any appearance because they come and go. They come and go. So I don't say you have not to go to a sunset again, but still know what you do. That's what I'll say. Know what's happening to you. Don't simply fall into the festin of this manifestation. Festin, you say? Serge, help me. Festin. Huh? Is to enjoy good food and music and Festin. Okay. Anyway. You know me since long, otherwise I can understand it don't. My English has not improved. Yeah.
Macarena said once that the mind has to lose everything, not to gain.
Yeah.
Is this story of the sunset an example of it?
Yeah.
But what else we have to lose, or the mind has to lose?
You have to lose the one who loses.
The what, sorry?
You have to lose the loser. You know, in Satsang, there are people who come since years and years because they are stuck in the loser. They do their work, but they still are. I am empty. I am enlightened. I am. You see, it made you laugh. That moment was excellent. It's what you are all the time. All the rest is a story played on it. One thing is also you cannot be aware of awareness. Awareness doesn't need your awareness. That loop will give a lot of trouble. It's vicious. So you cannot be aware of awareness. You are it. That's it. Otherwise you make it again an object of your mind, which will not remain pristine. And I find that after all, the sleep state is a great example, because the teaching is not that you are aware in the sleep, aware of the sleep, so someone aware of the sleep. You are just awareness like in any state, but you don't know it because the mind sleeps. Yet there was awareness. That's what the Satsang points out too. Not that you have to know that you are aware. That's an utopia. It's impossible to be aware of the awareness all the time. Or if you say it's possible, look if you are not a big liar. I don't believe it. It's not the attainment of anybody. It is not there because you make a tremendous effort. It's not yours. And that thought can still rise, but just know it's a thought. I'm not giving value to that. That is to be uncompromising. To have been with a man whose passion was what cannot be caught, what cannot be caught. It was very nice because at any time, not only in Satsang, we were going to a very busy market, and on the way, in India, the paths are very crowded and noisy and full of men and animals. And we were walking to buy something, and suddenly, out of the blue, he was silent. He was a lot silent. He said, "It's not even emptiness." And he continued to walk. You see, these are great pearls. Not that he needed to still search what it is, but he tried so much to say it in a better way. We all fail, sure. Doesn't matter. You did some tapas? You did some life of sadhana, of disciplines, or not? It looks, huh? For a long time. So what made you come? Love? Yeah. Sorry. Love. You don't have enough love for yourself that you have to come for love?
No, just pleasure to
love together.
Exactly.
He goes to love. Yes. Can we have the mic there? There, behind.
Hi, Ganga.
Hi.
I think I could say there is no search anymore here,
Yeah.
but there is, I think there is a seer.
Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, the but would not make sense. Somebody has a but, yeah. So you can drop it. Why do you listen to one thought? Why? To keep link?
What do you say?
Why do you give more meaning to one thought which arises, which is but? To keep a link with the mind. Drop it. Doesn't mean anything. The mind will argue all the time. Or you have a good reason. What follows but? I want to see the concept you have then. Tell me. But is not alone.
You said drop the seer. That's not happening.
No, I said drop the but. That's more difficult. I ask you a question and I'm waiting for, but what? But doesn't you would write a book? You said but the people wait for the story, no? But alone. But what? I don't feel. I am like Nisargadatta. I don't feel like. What? What is after but?
The seer is still here.
Because you believe in that thought. That's how the search started. I believe I am born. Now you change the belief. I believe the seeker is still here. It's a thought.
The seer.
Of course. It's a thought of yourself. You covered yourself by that. Still there is a seer. What made you say? What made you believe that? Why you believe a thought? I tell you, uncompromising. The mind cannot say a wise sentence, it cannot produce a wise thought, even if it pretends to speak about it. We speak of the essence of what is. Not of somebody who is sometimes a seeker, sometimes not, or whatever, which are waves and experiences of somebody. We speak of the essence to make it obvious so that you don't believe at any thought coming. That it was the purpose of all those years of searching, to hear that again and again. Oh, that's also a thought. I don't go there. But you have to want to be free. There is no compromise. It's time to hear it. Of course, one can take time to hear it, because we believed in such a bag of beliefs and concepts, especially about enlightenment. That was another bag hidden, very, very attractive. So that the worldly bag is thrown, but now there is this spiritual bag, where it is the thought is, I am enlightened, or the seer is still there. Both are thoughts. That's why there is nobody who attained anything. In fact, it's not in the bag that. I speak to you. How do you react?
It's like there is like a contradiction. It's like this is always here. That's obvious. But at the same time, I don't know.
So it's not true. It's not always here because you listen to something else. You lie yourself.
No, this is always here.
Then keep quiet. Then why you bring a thought? You are a liar. You don't know it. How can you say it's always here? First of all, it's a fact, the fact that of realization. Don't ask me, it's a way to speak because I don't know what to say. To have seen the real nature, my essence, the essence, has always been here, where I was, okay, in my mind. Bas, enough. So from here the mind says, oh, it's as a remembrance. It's always here. It's always here. But then, as you rely on what your mind says, it will bring this problem. But, no thought is wise. So don't say also it's always here.
But it is.
It's not true. When you speak to me, you express but. It was there. It was here. I don't speak to you.
Yeah, it's always here. Even when I say...
Shut up. I don't want to hear you. If it is always here, you are the most happy man, and go. What? I don't swallow any lie. I don't see you, it's a lie, good for you. You are happy like this, good for you. I don't care, but then I am not speaking anymore to you. Bas. I never, ever heard Master telling me it's always here. Never. This is New Age Advaita. If it is, you see, of course it's always here. But if you say that, and if you give an importance to a thought, it doesn't go together. This is the problem. You jump from the essence to the person. Then what? As a person, you cannot even speak about it. You say emptiness, or I keep quiet. If you saw. This is the difference between realization or glimpses, isn't it? Otherwise, what? In, out, in, out, in, out. What? It's part of the illusion. So I said that it's the time now. It's time now to see that there is. The mind will reappear all the time, up to your last breath. And you have moments where you don't go with the mind because you saw the nature of it, and you have a passion, you know it's priceless not to be with the mind. When the mind reappears with something, you will surely not go there again. It makes you search. What a risk. Then which kind of realization you have? Glimpses. One speaks like this with glimpses. So that's what I say. Be uncompromised. And it can be just now. It doesn't take time. You will have not to spend all your life to do that. Just see. Dare to see. Oh, I believed in one thought. Still, boom, bas, no more. Why you fight? Why you pretend? It doesn't help you. So that's it, though. Okay. Thank you very much.